it's me. It's a stranger in your YouTube feed. Anyway, we're doing things different, I guess, because there's 2 videos that I have planned, and one of them is really outside of my wheelhouse. I've never done a video before, but I love the topic and subject matter. So y'all are just gonna have to deal with next week's video. But NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo, I should say. Nobody panic, it's not NaNoWriMo just yet. Camp NaNoWriMo is literally days away. I don't know how. March is already over, guys. I want to take you into the second bedroom. Oh, we have boxes in here, and that's a bathroom. There's boxes in there. Anyway, this is the elusive second bedroom that we literally never film in or talk about because look how freaking messy it is. My life is a mess. I want to talk to you today about finding the will and fight to write. I've been gone for basically 3 months. In 3 months I've posted 2 videos, which definitely strays away from my once weekly upload schedule. There's a whole bunch that's happened. I could sit here making an announcement video. I wanted to kind of portray some of the stuff that's been happening in an interesting way, and so I wanted to have this conversation because this is what I've been struggling with the last 3 months, give or take, and that is a lack of inspiration. You know, I feel like in the whole mental health conversation and my own dealings with depression and all of that stuff, there is a difference between depression and uninspired. If you know what depression is like, then that's obvious to you, but if you've never experienced depression, it's a really dark, disturbing place, at least in my case it is. It's a really bad headspace to be in, and it's dangerous. Whereas in uninspired, for me, I just don't want to do anything. I do stuff, and there are things that I want to do, but the important stuff, like my long-term goals or my short-term, you know, tasks that I need to achieve in order to see those, you know, goals or tasks or whatever seen or done, I just have no interest in doing anything specifically for like anything outside of my actual full-time job, my marriage, and writing like fan fiction and playing Final Fantasy XIV. No, I do know why, actually. A lot of stuff, you know, has happened in my life. I've had a lot of like family influence on my uninspiration. Specifically this time of year on the 5th last year, we lost my father-in-law, and so that was looming on the horizon, and you know, everything now is not a first, it's just a one of many, and it's just hard to deal with. So I feel like that and all of everything else that's been going on, it's no wonder why I don't want to write. I don't feel inspired. I don't feel anything that inspires me to write. And again, I'm not depressed. There's a difference between like depression and uninspired. And that's okay if you don't think so. But I haven't been able to think about anything as far as like, what am I gonna do with writing? Like, what am I gonna write today? Because I haven't written in like 2 months of anything aside from fan fiction, which I've been like on a Draco Hermione kick lately, so I've struggled finding like a will to do much of anything on my author platform. I have pushed people away intentionally and unintentionally. I just feel like there hasn't been a moment where I've thought I should write today. I need to write today, so I will. And Camp Nano is like one of my favorite things ever. I love it. You get to set your own schedule. You get to write however the heck much you want. It's perfect for me, who, you know, doesn't have all their shit together. So what do you do when you're like me, when you have shit to do, but you're just uninspired to do anything outside of a dead, lukewarm routine that you've somehow gotten lost in? Me and my husband, we went to a place called Lucky Land. And this moment wasn't anything that I was looking for. I didn't go there, you know, to find inspiration or have inspiration strike me or anything. I wasn't looking for it. I just went there because me and Wes have just kind of had enough, and we wanted a perfect day and a place where we've never been to. And so Lucky Land is 2 acres of pure, wonderful Asian appreciation. They had really cool Shaolin statues for specific like poses in the Shaolin Kung Fu? Oh, forgive me, I'm not a person that knows this stuff, but they had like really cool different sculptures, and it was just a really cool experience. They had staff that was just wonderful. They made us feel so welcome, so wanted, beyond just like, you know, buying stuff or, you know, patroning their property. They really wanted us to feel the experience and deep dive headfirst into their park, and it was just a really great time, guys. But there was a specific moment where we were waiting on the Shaolin Kung Fu presentation, I guess you can say, like a show, where a couple of different people from a school that teaches Kung Fu would perform some of the cool things that they learn about and stuff like that. But it was in the moments that we waited, and it was about an hour, we were literally just sitting on like a fountain that didn't have any water. I guess it was just like for show or something. We were waiting for the show to start, and in that time there was a little girl dancing to a song called Baby Shark. It's the most annoying song in the world now. They played it like a million times. But also they were playing throughout the day this song called Little Apple by the Chopstick Brothers. Now, if you have no knowledge of me as a person, you probably know, you probably need to know that I love fun, poppy, Eastern music. That's just who I am, guys. Specifically, like Gangnam Style by Psy, Little Apple Now by the Chopstick Brothers. I just love it. I eat it up, and it worked. But I was just sitting there, and the music, the song Little Apple, was playing for, it had to have been the 10th time that day. And I just thought to myself, like, of all the problems going on in the world and of all the stuff that people are complaining about these days, like, of all the people that I had by my side, of all the places, and all the moments, and all the weeks and days and years, like, my favorite person in the whole world was there by my side. And you know, like, Wes, I love you. You always know how to pick me up when I'm down, but I don't know what happened. But specifically on Saturday, we just had a day where it was just you and just me. No schedules, nothing to do. I woke up and I was in a mood of just exploring somewhere we've never been. And no hesitation, by the way. You were like, yes, let's go. Like, I'm really excited. We got dressed and we got there, and like, I just love our life together. And I really, really, really am so lucky to have found you And, you know, that clarity is literally what it took to shake me out of this like funk, I guess you can say. And I just love you. You're always so supportive, and now you're like my only source of inspiration, so I hope it doesn't go away. So that's my experience with finding and the will and fight to write. But how do you do it? Like, how do you have a moment of clarity, and how do you go about doing this? You know, you're in a funk, how do you get out of it? Well, all I can say is do something crazy, do something wild. It could be as simple as waking up, realizing that you've spent every single day for the last like 12 days inside a house, and that you need to just go somewhere that you've never been before. Go somewhere that you went to as a child and that you really enjoyed. Go to, you know, a place where you haven't eaten in a while. Like, change up your routine. Challenge yourself to do something differently. If you eat spaghetti with a spoon, eat it with a fork. It could be something as simple as that. Breaking your routine, the routine of like literally nothing. My routine was going to work, coming home, or working from home, and then just dwelling here, doing absolutely nothing except maybe writing a fan fiction or two chapter, or playing Final Fantasy 14. There's nothing wrong with any of those things. I'm a nerd. I play video games. It's pretty much a part of who I am. I love games. It's a part of storytelling that I love. It's a medium I love. But I literally have been playing the game every single day for like 3 weeks now. And it's like, that became my routine. And I needed this clarity moment to like hit me like a ton of bricks, or hit me like lightning, because it shocked me back into the realization that I can't leave myself behind. You know, I can't leave myself behind, because if I do, that's when I fall into depression. That is when the darkness, and as melodramatic as that sounds, that's whenever the side of, like the destructive side of myself begins to take over and fester and feed on my mind. And like, if you're like me and this is where you're at in your life, and you're like teetering on the edge of between uninspired and depressed, shake your world up. You don't need someone else to do it with or for you. You have to do it for yourself. The first step is of course, realizing that the routine that you're in may be dull, maybe void of life, or dead, or just stale. You know, if you're in a funk and you can't place what's off, do something different. It could be cleaning a room, rearranging a room, for those of you who don't like to like go outside, or like homebodies like I am. You know, they're literally anything. It could be anything what you consider wild. I know that might not sound wild to you, but we're all different, so wild to me may not be wild to you. What was wild to me was waking up, realizing I don't want to be here because I hate my apartment. I want to do something. I really want to do something different. We were supposed to go to Austin, this place called Hamilton Pool I love, but it just wasn't in the cards. We woke up too late it's like a 2-hour drive. We just woke up too late, and so I started, you know, researching stuff around here, and sure enough, this place existed. This place called Lucky Land. If you're in the Houston area, go to it. It's great. I will definitely be going back. It's a very special place in my heart now, for the guidance, I guess, it provided me on this uninspired journey. But I hope this helps. If it doesn't, like, it's good to get these feelings out. It's good to record this, because this is, again, another pivotal moment in my author journey. I mean, I'm not perfect. It's good to document all of this stuff, but I'm back. I don't know with what intensity, but I am back. Really don't want to fall by the wayside anymore. I want to shake up my routine. So yeah, I hope you are well. First and foremost, I hope that you're writing. And if you're not writing, let's discuss about maybe a couple of reasons why not. And if you don't know and you're lost and you just genuinely don't have a clue why you can't write, figure out some of the stuff that is pissing you off in your life, and your writing prompt is to write about how it all makes you feel. So I will come back to you next week with another really random video. Sorry, not sorry, but let's just say it's gonna be a Camp Nano prep video that I think is quite out of the box. Like, comment, whatever, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing, do. And just keep on keeping on. Upset your routine, do something wild, do something crazy, dance in the rain, tell someone you love them, do something. Just do it, as Shia LaBeouf would say. I will see you next week. This is weird. I don't know what to say anymore. Okay, bye!